up, everybody? Listen, as you can see from the title above, this is gonna be a different type of video. I'm gonna start bringing different stuff to my channel, stuff that I've already been interested in, that my guys have already been telling me to get interested in or start bringing to the channel, but I was kind of like fearful about like, oh, what would people think? I don't give a fuck, girl. Oh shoot, is it before the 30 seconds? I keep doing that. I don't want to cuss before the 30 seconds, but I don't care. Like, the thing about this is, so let me just give this quick disclaimer because we're about to get into the tea, because honey, I'm tapped in, okay? And some of y'all gonna be mad at me after this, and you know P don't give two fucks, baby. This is a disclaimer. At the end of the day, I'm not your normal tarot reader, so like if you guys are just wanting love and light, positivity, or whatever you deem as positivity, or we shouldn't go into the gossip, the tea, or what the celebrities are doing, girls, stop it. Someone made a comment the other time, or this one time, where they were like, well, I don't think we should tap into their business, and I do agree. That's why you gotta like set your intention and make sure you don't have any malintention when you're tapping into somebody's energy. However, so you don't want to tap into that, but y'all want me to tap into that man that's been cheating on you that you already know got a third party, but that's what you want me to tap into. You want me to check on your person. That's crazy. That's crazy. We can't be double-sided. So if you guys do not agree with this part of what I'm about to bring to my channel, just don't watch, because it's coming through. For those that are into pop culture or like these type of topics, if you're like me, you watch Tasha K, Destin Troy's, maybe gossip tea channels. I don't really keep up with celebrities, which is why on my community tab, I asked you guys to kind of like tap in and let me know if that's something you're interested in, because I would like for y'all to bring me topics and then me kind of go through them and see, oh, do I want to talk about that? But not even just like this drama type stuff, but also like murder mysteries, people gone missing, things like that, because I've done some readings for myself, or like by myself with nobody watching, and it was crazy. Like, it was crazy. So this is gonna be something to help my intuition and also just give us some entertainment. So this is alleged. All of this is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing is set in stone. So what we're gonna be talking about, y'all, is Rihanna dropping Ari Fletcher. If you don't know who Ari Fletcher is, you know, go look. I feel like everybody probably knows about this going on, along with Jim Jones and his mom. Girl, we need to talk about that. I cannot let that go. I can't let that go. And then we got Jada. I don't know. I can't let the Jim Jones and his mother go. We'll get to that when we need to. But if y'all don't know, Ari got dropped from Fenty. Fenty obviously is owned by Rihanna, so that's a big deal. Ari also dates Big Sexy, Moneybagg Yo. Okay, so I want to tap into just the energy, because it's just been a lot of hoopla. Ari basically went into an interview with Don't Call Me White Girl, the podcast, and she just made some statements that a lot of people were not happy about in regards to DV victims. Maybe not at the podcast. Basically, y'all gotta go watch it, because this can get like real funky. She made some statements about how it's not just her though, a lot of people do this stuff, like how she basically wants her man to act very aggressively so that she can feel the love. I think she was talking about like having the man pull out a, you know what I'm saying, on her, or whatever, or that's what she used to want. You just gotta go watch the interview. So let me just tell y'all, because I'm about to give it to you straight with my opinions, how I feel, but first I want to start with facts, okay? This is not to bash Ari. I'm not gonna lie, Ari, I've never really gravitated towards Ari. Like, I don't know. So maybe y'all fans, you know, woo woo. But Ari has not been someone that I've really gravitated to. I didn't really know who she was until probably this last year. I think it's not until she started dating Moneybagg Yo. Like, people would talk about her, but I never really was interested in her. She's not one of those people for me. But we don't hate over here, because, you know, at the end of the day, she's getting to the bag. You know, I love a good getting to the bag. And it seems like she's very authentic, even if it is toxic. Let me say this. She's authentic with how she feels about her stuff. If she thinks it's toxic, boom, hop, skip, she's giving it to you. Now, I'm not saying that she's not fake in other areas, which we're also not going to talk about. I'm so tired of people talking about her ass and how it's fake. So what? Like, the ass is still there. The ass is still going to shake. So we're not going to get into that. I'm just so tired of people being like, oh, her fake ass. Girl, shut the fuck up. Like, oh my gosh. Someone had made I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to be talking. I'll have timestamps because I got to get my opinion out. I just be watching some of these people make these videos because I need to get a little bit more info. And this one girl was like, kind of like getting at her, talking about, well, I'm not gonna be the one to kiss her fake ass. Like, what you gotta do to, what? See, I want to hear y'all out, but sometimes I ain't gonna lie, y'all be sounding bitter, angry. It's like a jealousy. So I want to try to like get through this because there are some people jealous of Ari. I'm not trying to stand up for Ari because Rihanna did right, and I'm gonna get to that. Rihanna definitely did right, but I also have certain thoughts about how people are saying, well, she is representing for younger girls, or younger girls look up to her. Like, I don't think people understand, and maybe I'm the only one that has this perspective, and I don't give a fuck who likes it or not, because this is something that I want to speak about. Because as I raise up in ranks, I'm obviously not famous, but even with me having a tarot channel, if someone ever told me like you shouldn't do this because it's younger people watching you, I'm not here to be a role model for everyone. Like, I'm here to be me. And I feel like that's the attitude that she has. Now, do I agree with what she said? No, we're gonna get to that. So let me just tap in. If you guys need to go, you know, look into Shaboo and Shabang Bang, go do so, but we're gonna get started. Okay, so really quick. I'm not gonna lie. This is the thing about this. Do I think, we have the Page of Cups, oh my gosh. Even though Ari, because Ari did follow up with an interview, and to a lot of people it seemed very cold, but I feel like if you're intuitive, you can kind of look past that and see that I keep getting a hardness around Ari. So I don't know her background. I feel like she's already been through a lot, but I kept getting this feeling of they don't know what I've been through. Like, I've been through that. I'm just healed from it, so I don't see why people are taking this a certain way. But the thing about this with Ari, y'all gotta understand that Ari, I don't want to say she's naive. Like, how she feels is like she doesn't see nothing wrong with that. So now I gotta ask, what's wrong with y'all? Because y'all keep getting mad at her for being in these situations, but obviously this is her. This is how she views things. And it's a lot of people that view stuff like this. There's a lot of people, 717 was just on the clock. There are a lot of women and a lot of men, don't lie, because y'all see it. And in some way, I'm not gonna say, let me not say that part, I'll get there. But basically, there's a lot of people that view that toxic shit of putting hands on each other, boom, top, skip, as being love. That's how they want somebody to show them that they love them. They want them to be a little bit more crazy, a little bit more rough, a little bit more aggressive, okay? Now, I never wanted someone to put their hands on me, but, or even pull out a gun out, or, you know, a knife or nothing like that. But I know when I was younger, you know, I'd be like, oh, he's not crazy enough, or, you know, just... So I just feel like there's a toxic, it's not just Ari. Ari was just bold enough to say it. It's a lot of y'all. Maybe not y'all, but it's a lot of people out here that got that same mentality. So I wouldn't be surprised if there are people standing up for her. So this is the thing. I want to tell y'all this real quick, because I'm going to get to it. Although Ari lost out on this Fenty deal, that's a big deal, because I'm gonna get to Rihanna, Ari, Moneybagg, even like somewhat of Don't Call Me White Girl, like just everybody's opinion and just what we see for the future. But there's someone here, I kept picking up on this energy, and I'm not sure who it would be. Y'all don't mind my nails, that shit just broke, I'm getting them done today. But I'm not sure who this person would be. They could possibly have red hair. I don't know why that's coming through. I don't know why that letter S, but doesn't have to. Just know that there's another energy here that's going to try to come in and give Ari some type of opportunity at some time. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it seems like whoever this person is, they have a dislike or a distaste for Rihanna. Oh, the T. I don't know who this is, but it's almost like it's giving me somewhat of a rivalry, like a hidden rivalry, but it's someone that's going to come in and give Ari some type of opportunity or promotion or something, but it's almost to slight Rihanna. And I feel like Rihanna may be aware of this person. Let's see, is Rihanna aware of whoever this person is that has this rivalry? The Seven of Wands. I think she is. I think this is someone, Rihanna's coming up as a queen, as she should. And that's the thing, you know, let's be honest, Rihanna has a lot of haters. Rihanna's also someone that I very much so respect as well, because she also has a I don't give a fuck tolerance. A lot of people don't like Rihanna. A lot of people do like Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's kind of, I'm not going to compare the two. I'm not going to say it's kind of like that for Ari. But basically what I'm trying to say is Rihanna probably has a lot of people that want to be on her level, or a lot of people that want to be in her space, want to see what she got going on, something with her formulas, all of that. And she keeps them at a distance. So whoever this is that might come in with this opportunity to Ari might not see it and be like, oh, that's someone who has a rivalry with Rihanna or whatever, or there's beef there. Not even beef, but you know how that petty shit goes. But if Ari was to take this up, Rihanna would be like, oh wow, like she would know that whoever offered Ari this thing, it was like to slight her. So I just want to say that, keep me in tune. But this is the thing, so I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel, but let's see, how did Ari feel about what she said? How does she feel currently about what she said? We have the High Priestess. We also have the Four of Pentacles. So how does she truly feel? That's the thing. The Star card. How does she truly feel? Oh, the Page of Swords. This is why it's not that this is sad, because, you know, at the end of the day, we have to hold people accountable. You know, I guess we don't have to do shit, but we should. We should hold people accountable. Me, you, we're all going to have to be held accountable. At the end of the day, she made some remarks that are going to hit a lot of people in a place that should not be hit, okay? It's hitting a lot of people where it hurts. Anytime we talk about trauma, just like for me, being someone who went through SA, I'm going to use little abbreviations just because of YouTube. But if someone makes a very insensitive comment about SA, like for a lot of people always say like how, or like with Meg Thee Stallion, like, we're not even going to get onto that situation, but basically how she could never get shot in the foot because she's so tall. Like people using height as a thing of, oh, that can't happen to this person because they're taller. Paige, how could you get SA? Look how tall you are. Yao Ming type. Just weird ass stuff. So people make a lot of insensitive comments about these major issues. And depending on who has went through this trauma, or if they've seen somebody go through this, just like a lot of people were getting all up in arms when I was like drinking wine, even though I've never been known as an alcoholic. But it's like that, coming from their trauma, that's a huge thing. So the thing about this is, I think where Ari fucked up, because when she said what she said, at the end of the day, this has been her. I don't know why y'all keep expecting something different. Like, she has already shown y'all who she is, or like maybe not even who she is at the core, because I feel like she only reveals that to certain people. It's almost giving me that energy where she feels like she has to defend herself from the public, which I do personally understand. I'm not a big stepper out here, but just even having a platform, sometimes you'll have so many people coming at you and it's like, why do these people hate me or don't like me? They don't even know me. So then you get rough around the edges and you stop giving a fuck. And it's just like, oh, like when she made that comment about her fans being broke, or like whoever y'all broke, or it's whatever. It's like so many people start coming at you and it's just like, you may not be trying to come at your fans, but you get into this hard shell. I totally get that, and I see why people do that. Same thing, I won't say Beyonce did the same thing, but y'all remember when there was like a big, please don't ask me how I know this. I'm wondering where did I get this information from? Because I really don't be in the mix like that. But y'all remember when Beyonce had made that video, Bow Down Bitches? I totally felt what she was saying. And as someone, I'm not like a Beehive fan, but as someone who listens to Beyonce and now is really resonating with her energy, I didn't get offended. But some people are going to get offended by that. They feel like, oh, she's talking to her fans a certain way. Boom, hop, skip. But this is the thing. The difference with Beyonce and Ari is, just like Lisa Ray said, Beyonce has established herself. Not trying to even compare the two situations, but I'm just trying to help y'all understand why this was such a fuck up. Ari, it's like the traction behind you, this, I don't know, it just wasn't a good look, okay? So let me take it from the top because I have a lot to say. Because I'm going to tell y'all how she truly feels. What y'all saw on that live, I feel like you could feel it, but what y'all saw on that live was not the whole shebang. Maybe at that moment, but I'm gonna tell you why she came like that. I'm gonna tell y'all why she gave it up like that. Which, I'm not standing up for her, but if you look at, this is what I want to say. Don't stand up maybe for her, but like really look at her, where she's came from, the type of person that she showed y'all to be. How else would y'all have expected her to respond? That's when I gotta look at the public. How did y'all expect her to respond? Okay, so listen to this. Her making that comment was her being authentic. That's truly how she felt. At that moment at the interview. When she said that she want her man to whatever the fuck, go watch the interview, that was how she felt. Y'all know I love a good authenticity. Am I saying that I agree with what she said? No, but obviously that is her perspective. A lot of women, men have that perspective. Is it sad? Yes, but that is her perspective, even with what she's been through. And I have some stuff that I could say about that, but I want to get to the cards first. Where I think she truly fucked up was once she was going under fire for what she said by fans and everything. And there were comments about, well, is Rihanna gonna keep her on the Fenty thing? Because y'all know what happened with Dre back in the day. Go look it up. But this is the thing. Where she fucked up with is, who is her manager? Like, who's behind her? Because they should have told her not to get on live. Not that she probably cared anyway. But it's like someone should have told her, wait at least 24, 48 hours. Or just, because I don't know how long she waited. I think she should have waited before she got on live trying to air some stuff out. You got to give it space. You got to give it time. Even if you have a bunch of stuff to say, which lets me know that she has an ego pride issue. Obviously, I think we all can see that. And that's going to be the biggest downfall. I don't want to say for her with opportunities. We'll get into that because I do still think she's going to have opportunities. But that's the biggest... That is that big block. That's why we didn't get an apology. That's why a lot of us don't think we're about to get an apology, or y'all think, because I don't need an apology. Like, I just never care that much. I'm making a video, but like, if that's what she said, that's what she said, girl. Like, that's her life. I'm just, you know, we just live in the world. So this is the thing. When she got on, when she came back on live, and the comments of her saying like, you know, basically the way it came off to some was that she was saying that she doesn't care about DV victims, not to basically project your trauma. When I was listening to it, I guess that's not the first thing that I got. It almost seemed to me like she felt like she was getting backed up in the corner, like she felt like she was being accused of something, which I don't know how she could think like she wouldn't be accused of, you know, coming crazy. I don't know. It's almost like you could tell she felt like her back was against the wall. She tapped into survival mode. I'm going to defend myself. Because y'all got to think, when you got a bunch of people, regardless of whether these people put stuff online, I just got to let y'all know. When you have a bunch of people commenting and coming at you crazy, that energy is big. That's why sometimes even when doing readings, I gotta take a break. So could you imagine being a celebrity and having all these people come at you, regardless of what you do, and y'all can say, oh, well, they asked for this. No, nobody really asked for that. That's where I think all of us need to have compassion. So I feel like when everybody was coming at her, and yeah, like she got defensive. Some of us just get defensive when one person comes at us. 17, that must be a big number for her. So she must be trying to heal from this situation right now and have some type of optimism. But I just feel like her back was against the wall. And instead of like taking some time so that she could see the other point of view, which some people might not ever see the point of view, especially based on their background, I just feel like she spoke too soon. And it didn't come out right. That probably maybe how she felt. I don't think she meant to offend, but she did at the end of the day. Ooh, look at that Ten of Swords. Ooh, let me take a step back, honey. Let me take a sip, because this is where the tea is. Let me tell you. Another thing, because I'm not going to stand up for her, but I just want to get this out. Again, I just have to really drive this point home. She was being authentic on that podcast, interview, whatever the fuck. What do you want us to do about it? Okay, that's how she feels. Are we saying it's right or wrong? No, that's how she feels. Was she telling other women they should feel like that? No, but that's how she feels. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I just want y'all to understand that is how she feels. Now, again, when you're talking to the public, of course the public is going to be upset. But the reason why this is big is because we have the Rihanna part. Now, if Ari, in my opinion, if Ari was not under a brand of someone, a big figure, who has a big brand, that's a big deal. If she was not under that brand, this is why you got to know who you work for. Okay, like, did you not think twice? That's how I know her mind just don't be computing, which is, it probably was good that she did lose the deal, because it's like the maturity level and the crossing of the wires that wasn't there. Because why didn't we think of that? Talking too fast. These interviews be getting a lot of people fucked up. That's why I be always telling myself, if I ever had to do an interview for anything, I'm like, Paige, think twice before you speak, because you know you just be babbling, honey. But this is my thing. If she would have just did that thing, right, said whatever she said, and let's say she wasn't under Fenty, how do you think, I want y'all to tell me down below, how do you think it would have turned out? People would have still probably been upset, but how far blown up do you think it would have gotten? versus now we have her under someone's brand who has been through DV, a big figure who is known for cutting people if they said a wrong thing for that specifically. You get what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like that's where we really fucked up. I can tell her like she wrong and she toxic for feeling how she felt, but that's where she fucked up. Like, you work for someone who has been through this. You've been through it too, but obviously you have different views. And the way you came in those interviews was very callous to a lot of people. Regardless of whether I could say she probably felt like her back was against the wall. And this is the thing, I'm gonna pull some cards on Rihanna, but the thing about brands, not that I know everything, honey. Rihanna's big, okay? We all know this. So the one thing about it, do I think Ari is gonna lose opportunities? Let me say it like this. Do I think she's going to, we gotta see, because this is what I'm trying to say. I think she's still gonna have opportunities, like, especially with her energy coming up as the hunter. This is someone who is very, it's almost like her energy is coming up very masculine. She is known to go get it. I don't know how she's going to do it, what she's going to do, but she's going to make sure that she gets to the bag. She's very resilient. This is someone who's been knocked down well before y'all tried to knock her down in the public. She's been knocked down before and she's gotten back up. So she has this very I'm driven type of energy. But Rihanna is somebody out in these streets. So where I'm concerned, y'all let me know down below, is, you know, when one person, y'all ever have like a group where one person don't like you and it's like they didn't see how you acted because that live is what's really gonna fuck her up. How are people gonna portray her now? You get what I'm saying? Because if people work with Rihanna and really like Rihanna, certain brands like Rihanna, a brand might feel like if they work with Ari after what had happened, that might cut them some ties with Rihanna or with the brand. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I don't know if Ari even thought about that, but let's get into how she feels. With this Four of Pentacles and this High Priestess, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I do think she feels bad and I do think she feels remorse. But I'm trying to see, every time I try to tap into her feelings, I get like a stuck point, like there's like a rock right here. So let me see, does she feel remorse? Because it's such a hardened type of energy. Like, it's almost like whatever she's feeling, she does not want to share this with anybody. Like, she doesn't want to share it with nobody. Does she feel remorse? Does Ari feel remorse? Does Ari feel remorse? It's like anything she feels, Cancer energy, Pisces energy, she's keeping it to herself. Oh. Like, she's one of those people that likes to heal in silence. The thing about this is, you guys, I feel like, to be honest, I think she started feeling certain things once people started talking in the comments. I don't know for sure, but it doesn't seem like Rihanna taking her off of Fenty was that unexpected for her, because I feel like there was probably comments of people saying like, I'm surprised that I'm surprised that Rihanna hasn't taken Ari off of Fenty, or I wonder what's gonna happen with her Fenty deal. And that's why we're gonna see how Rihanna feels, because sometimes, I'm not gonna speak for Rihanna because obviously Rihanna probably was mad. I mean, we're gonna see, but like, could you imagine being Rihanna and then you have a bunch of people that is looking at Ari and know that she works under you, and now they're looking at you like, oh, so you're gonna keep this girl under your products and have her be an ambassador or whatever the fuck she is, after, you know, you've been through what you've been through. You know, a lot of people are looking up to her for that, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna hold her accountable. So it's like you putting somebody in a real rough spot. So she had to cut her. It was like not even oh, did she want to? No, she would have to. So I feel like she knew that. And she was kind of bracing herself. Now with this Four of Pentacles and this High Priestess, it seems like everything that she's feeling is inward. Do I feel like she's trying to heal from this situation? Yes. I almost feel like she kind of wants to go off the radar. Even with this Star card and this Hermit card, we do have a lot of major arcana here with the High Priestess, the Sun, the Moon, the Hermit, and the Star. So in the Tower card, you know, whatever happened was meant to happen. This is the thing, y'all. This is going to happen a lot this year. There's a lot of exposing happening. We need to talk about Jim Jones and his mom. Can we talk about that? Let me know if you want to talk about that. But there's going to be a lot of exposing happening. There's going to be a lot of like shaking up. Those, like I told y'all, there's been a divide between those that have been doing the work, those that haven't. There's a lot of like, alarm. I just got not Rihanna, Beyonce's song, ring the alarm. I've been through this too long. Yeah, it's a lot of like wake up call type of energy, especially for people who think they're on a high horse. Now I don't know if Ari necessarily truly thinks she's on this high horse, or if that's just her demeanor because she feels like she has to fight the world because everybody's coming at her. But I just want to say that that ego that masculine energy that, oh, I'm not bothered, I'm still happy. I don't want to say it's a facade, but it's a facade. You know what I'm saying? She does feel something, but with this moon card, the high priestess, she's not gonna reveal this. At least not right now. Ten of Swords, to me, this is someone who's gonna take their lick. It's almost like they're licking their wounds, but it's like, I don't want to say this. It's like someone hits you and you go to the side, you're like, okay, like, that ain't even hurt me. But then, oh, that's what it's giving. You ever been punched or something? Your mom punched you. And then, okay, maybe I shouldn't have said it like that. I don't know. Some of us, you know what I'm saying? You know, moms might punch you in the chest or something like that. I know, oh, Lord, I don't want to trigger nobody's trauma. I'm so sorry. But whether you've been whooped, or let's say your brother, let me say it like that. Your brother punched you in the chest or whatever, and you know, you're like, all right, you know, that's cool. You know, that ain't hurt. But then when your brother leave and you go back in your room, you like, that's what it's giving. So I do feel like she has at least 3 close friends that she feels like she could talk to. But even with them, I feel like she's not showing too much. With this Page of Swords, she does have somebody that is defending her. This could be someone that's younger than her, more masculine. I would love to see how Moneybagg Yo feels, but someone is giving her some type of guidance, or someone is trying to defend her on her behalf, but they might be making this shit worse. But with this Page of Swords, this is someone who, they're too busy trying to fight everyone off. It's almost like she's too busy trying to fight everyone off and block out that energy and come off a certain way, that it's blocking her from truly learning the lesson and being able to see where she was wrong. And at this point, she feels like the damage has already been done, so why do I need to? But I do think she's gonna come to some type of realization, if she hasn't already, about why this was wrong and why this was a big deal. Do I think y'all might know about it? No, and it might not be meant for y'all to, but I do feel like this was a major wake-up call. So this is the thing. Let's see. I just have to ask about Moneybagg Yo. How does Moneybagg Yo feel about what came out with Ari? We have the Judgment card. How does Moneybagg Yo feel? How did he feel about what came out? 6 of Cups, the 8 of Cups. How did he feel? How does he view her now? How does he view her? One more card about how he feels. Okay, oh, he toxic too. This is the thing. We might do a reading on their relationship, but I'll think about that because I don't want to go into waters I don't need to. Part of me feels he's like the type, I'm not gonna say he's the type like I know him, but I had a guy that I was dating that was like this. He would like tell me like, hey man, you don't worry about them people, fuck them people, like just keep your eye on the prize. Like he had a hard, like a tough love way of being there for me. Maybe sitting me down and letting me know like, hey, that wasn't okay, or you know, or stop being, not like stop being soft, but he'll like, it was a tough love type of energy. It's kind of like what I give, but someone was giving it to me. So with this King of Swords in reverse and the 7 of Swords, Judgment, we also have our main card, which is my, y'all know, if y'all know, this is like the badass card. When this is upright, this is someone who's in their power. It's almost giving me Empress, but it's in reverse. I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, there's a little bit of having a side eye towards her. But I say that loosely because I do feel like he's very supportive and he's like trying to make her feel better. This could be with flowers or just trying to talk to her, be there for her. I do even think that he's trying to get her to like helping her how to strategize, maybe how to get stuff better, or maybe trying to put her in contact with somebody that can help her, or at least just telling her to walk away from this and not talk about it, or like not even be involved. But the thing about this is this King of Swords being in reverse, and I love me some Moneybagg with his fine ass. His something's coming up a little bit toxic for him too. So if you have somebody else that's also in a little bit of this toxic energy, you know, I don't know him personally, but you know, he's probably giving advice and doing what he feels like he could do for her in the best of his abilities. You know, people can only meet us where they're at, okay? So let's see, why the King of Swords? The Lovers, exactly. So let me also pull back on what I just said too. This is the thing. I'm not sure if he's being toxic. I don't know. I'm just going off of his music right now. But I will say he's supportive of her. Like, I really feel like there's a deep, genuine love. I do feel like he kind of didn't like something about the live. It was something that she said. Either this 7 of Swords is like there was something that he kind of side-eyed and was like, now why would you say that? But at the end of the day, he's still supporting her. I feel like he's trying to make her feel better. And even, you know, I might recant on what I just said about the toxicity part. I don't know, because I get that here, but I also get where he's almost kind of being like a mentor and telling her like, okay, that wasn't okay. That was a little childish, or that was a little this. It's almost like he's coming up as the person that has to be in this King of Swords energy, but instead of being harsh about it, not this stopping, like I'm not gonna keep talking, he's trying to come at it from like a different perspective. But I do feel with this Judgment card, I don't know, I get this weird energy. So I'm gonna just say this. Although I know he supports her, have y'all ever dated someone and you know your partner is hard-headed as fuck, and it's like you support them, but you just cannot wait low-key? Not that you're plotting on their demise, but you're just like, you know what, I just can't wait till they hard-headed ass, you know, until someone really puts them in their place so they can understand, because they don't be listening to what I be saying. That's what I'm getting here. It's almost like, I'm not gonna say he's happy about what happened, because I'm not saying that. It's almost like, I feel like he's tried to have talks with her before about how she is, or like how she can come off. And this was like a wake-up call that he was kind of like, yeah, that needed to happen so you could wake the fuck up. But he's gonna, let me know if y'all know what I mean, because I'm not trying to say he's against her. I really think he's definitely supportive for her, and he's trying to give her a new perspective. But I feel like this was something that needed to happen, not just for her, you know, from the divine, because she obviously needs to have a wake-up call. But I also feel like for the relationship, I think she's going to do some reflection, especially with this Hermit card, and really find some balance. And the thing about it is, I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, they do got some toxicity going on in that connection, or what we might see as toxic, they might not. It just depends. But I do feel like they are going to move forward. She's going to move forward. He's going to move forward. He is going to support her. But I do see where he's kind of like, yeah, that's what you get type of energy. Like, I don't know, like that is coming through. But I do need to ask. Okay, give me 1 second. How are Ari's opportunities looking? Like, what do we need to know about her future opportunities? Okay, we have this. I told y'all. I genuinely see people still offering her stuff, or one specific person that I feel like has a mini rivalry with like, I don't even think, no, because I think Rihanna knows who this is. She might know that this person doesn't really like her. She might not be a fan of her. This could be someone that she rejected. Maybe they had an idea, but it's like whoever this is, it's like they want to one up on Rihanna. I don't know, it's like a slight, and I can't explain it any better, but that's what I'm seeing. So will Ari's money be affected tremendously? Obviously there was a loss, but like, let's see. Will Ari's money be affected tremendously because of what happened with the Fenty deal? Her getting that taken away. Will her money be affected tremendously? Will her money be affected tremendously? I don't think it will, you guys. What's the main thing that's affected here? I don't think it will. Because I hate to say it like this, but it seems like she's a go-getter. Is this huge? Yes. Could this cause some backlash in the future, especially if she wants to work with different brand deals? Yes, I can see that. But it almost feels like she's like I'm going to get it by any means. Like, I'm going to make it work. You see how this person is standing 10 toes down? 3 of Pentacles, I see somebody wanting to work with her. I told y'all I saw that before. However, even though she may act like she doesn't care, she may not care about this because of the money. She feels like she can get money in other places. But emotionally, I think she does care about this. I think like she genuinely liked, maybe she genuinely liked Rihanna. Something about this was emotionally fulfilling for her. So I do feel like she feels like she lost out in that aspect. I do need to ask about this Justice card. Why the Justice card? Part of me feels like she knew this was going to happen. Like she knows that she deserved this. So with the Ace of Swords being in reverse and the Six of Cups, I'm not going to lie. And I would have to do my research, so I'll let y'all tell me, because I don't know what the contract was. There's going to be like a hashing out of like the contract. I don't think she's going to sue Rihanna or nothing like that. But there's like some type of, someone's going to try to say, oh, well, you owe this. Well, she still completed this amount of time, so this is owed. I don't know. And I don't know how the whole Fenty thing works. But there's something with legalities here that's unclear. And I do feel like someone's going to try to go at this. like take it to another level to be like, oh, like it's almost giving me like technicalities. Well, technically it says right here that I don't have to do this until X amount of date, or technically you guys still owe me this if this. And you know, maybe that was already agreed upon, but you know when someone's being petty and it's like, although y'all already told me y'all was gonna give me my money, I'm still gonna remind you that you need to give me my money. Like, oh, well, I just want y'all to remember that I worked this and I did this, so y'all owe me this. And I don't know if this is Ari coming at it, or if she has someone, a manager, and if she do got a manager, like where the fuck was you at when she went on live? But at the end of the day, she's a grown-ass woman and she can do what she wants. But like, I don't really see much happening with her money. Like, I don't see a major plummet, but I do feel like there was like an emotional type of attachment to the Fenty brand. Like there was something like that was emotionally fulfilling. Okay, what about future deals for Ari? Future deals, how will they be affected? That's what I'm saying. Three of Swords. How will it be affected? That's the sad part. Yeah, look at this. This is what I'm trying to say. Like right now, in and I don't want to speak bad on it. We're going to see what her advice is, but this is just the reality of the situation. There are going to be some people that just don't want to work with her because it's almost like her attitude is really off-putting. And I do also feel like, I'm not going to say Rihanna is like, oh, don't work with her. Oh, don't work with her. I don't think Rihanna cares that much. But it's more so that people hold Rihanna in such a high regard that they're just not going to work with her. And I feel like she's going to see this long term. This energy can change, but I am seeing that, okay? What's her advice? What is Ari's advice so that she can... The Hierophant. This is what I'm saying. Like, Ari needs to step out. I'm not going to say what she needs to do. She's a grown-ass woman, but I'm going to say it. She needs to be more mature. The advice that's coming down is for her to speak from her higher self and just maybe go the traditional route, apologize, and really set the record straight. This is someone who literally has been through a lot of things, but they've learned the lesson. This is definitely going to teach her a lesson with this Hierophant card. I can't deny it. But it's just giving me like a learn from this lesson and apologize. So I'm hoping that she apologizes because I could see this possibly coming through. Let me see. I'm getting something here. Like I'm seeing like her talk to somebody. But like, she has to let that pride go. That pride is going to be an issue with this, and also just a lot of things. This is like in her life, period. But you know, to be able to truly judge someone, you got to know their full story. And even then, you really can't judge nobody. You know, I don't like to judge. I do feel like this is just, so a lot of stuff has happened to her, believe it or not. Not saying that we need to defend, but this is like how she thinks. This is giving me someone needs to be mature. What is Ari's advice? Take the higher route. What is Ari's advice? The Magician. Will she apologize? I'm seeing, you see all these, I do think it's coming up that she may apologize, you guys, with this Two of Cups. At least maybe even to Rihanna. Yeah, okay, so this is the thing. I do see energy here where she may come out with an apology. I do feel like it's almost like pulling teeth. But if it's either like a one-on-one apology, or this is like an apology to everyone, because I do feel like her guides are asking her, can you please just get online and talk to the masses? When I think of the Magician, I think of someone communicating. I'm getting more Mercury energy right here. It's almost like they want her to speak to the masses or do something to kind of like combat this. Like, after this, you need to learn your lesson, and if you're going to keep being your pride, all that stuff, you know, that's one thing, but really change after this and really put forth that boss energy. Now, again, I don't feel like everybody should have to be role models for everybody. Parents need to be role models for their kids. Like, I hate when people put so much pressure on these stars. Like, come on now. That's genuinely my opinion. But I am seeing here where she is going to try to carry herself, I don't know, like in a, I'm not going to say classy way. Let me see. Because it's not that. Why the Magician card? Why the Magician card? Why the Magician card for Ari? Two of Wands. I feel like we're going to have like a quick, like, I don't know. It's almost like she's planning something. Maybe she's planning, or someone's going to help her plan an apology. But whatever it is, it's like it's going to happen and she's moving forward. It's like, okay, boom, I did that, moving forward. So I don't know if this is an inside apology, like who she feels like she needs to apologize to or set the record straight with, or at least defend herself or come out a certain way. That's what's going to happen. Or this could even be, y'all ever see them TV shows or whatever where there'll be like someone that brings somebody on a podcast and that person might not apologize, but that's the time where they get to really tell their side. I feel like she's gonna have a chance to tell her side from how she was seeing it, and that might kind of like put her in a different light and help her to move forward. So girl, I gotta see how Rihanna's feeling about this. I need to know. So let's see. I just heard Moneybagg Yo stand by her through thick and thin. I don't know, but we'll see. I do feel like Ari is working on something, or she's been very focused on her work. I just heard for Rihanna, booked and busy, because I just seen the 8 of Pentacles, Temperance. Oh geez. Okay. How did Rihanna feel when she heard the news about Ari? How did Rihanna feel? I keep seeing another lady. There's someone else here that kind of brought this to Rihanna. Oh, how did Rihanna feel? Y'all, Rihanna was pissed. Wow, hold on. She felt like backstab with this 7 of Swords and this Knight of Swords. Let me see. How did she find out? Did she find out, like, you know, first, or did someone bring it to her, you know, because they were watching? Because, you know, Rihanna probably just ain't watching the tabloids and stuff. Let's see. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, you know what's so crazy? I'm literally getting this vibe of Rihanna being at work, doing something super in what she was doing, not even expecting this to happen, not expecting to even be the headline of anything because of whatever, you know, unless it was just good and she had a launch. I don't think she expected this. Someone came to her and delivered this message, because I feel like someone brought it to her. And at first I feel like it's almost giving me the vibe of she was working and then she was like, yo, wait, hold on, I'm busy. Or like there was kind of like a no. But then someone was like, no, we need to talk right now. And like when she found this out, however, whether she saw it or not, or it was direct, with this Knight of Swords and this 7 of Swords, she felt like she felt disrespected. At first I thought this was going to be like one of those situations. No, I think I knew she was going to be mad. But like, I don't know. She might have had some words. I could see her cussing, the neck roll, the whole thing. Like, I could see her being upset. And if that's not something that she showed other people, that was something that she felt on the inside. It's almost like a betrayal. Like, she felt like that was real fucked up of Ari. And I think it kind of made her look at her in a different way. Because it was like, I can't, like, not even that I can't believe that you said that, but it's just like, what the fuck? Why the 7 of Swords? Yeah, you see this? With this Ace of Pentacles and this 5 of Cups, she may have apologized to Ari, I don't know, or not to Ari, to Rihanna, but this is the thing. I feel like Rihanna, you know, at the end of the day, I'm glad that Rihanna, you know, did what she needed to do to protect her brand. But I think, I'm not going to say Rihanna feels stupid or silly, but I think Rihanna's like, I cannot believe I gave this to her. Like, I can't believe I made her this offer. Because you know how we could say, and I love Rihanna, you know how we could say, well, oh, well, Ari should have known who she was working for? Well, it's almost like Rihanna should have known who she was working with. And I don't know, like, that's what I'm literally hearing people say. So I feel like there are people, because I don't feel this way, but I do feel like there are people that already didn't like the fact that maybe Rihanna was even working with Ari, because they don't even feel like Ari is even in her caliber as it is. So, and I think people might have already said something. This could have even been somebody on her team, and she really defended Ari and wanted her to be, you know, a part of what was going on. And this kind of like it was like a backstab backlash. It was like, whoa, like, I don't know why hindsight is 2020 just came back, but I don't know. It was just like, what the fuck? What did Rihanna do when she found out? What did Rihanna do when she found out? Besides cutting her, what did she do? Yeah. Well, however she did it, it was very professional. I don't feel like she gave that rage and unprofessionalism to whoever. I don't know if she gave it directly to Ari. I think there was a conversation, or there was a very cut and dry, this is what's going on. With this Chariot, boss energy right here, this is, I'm going to let this be known by any means. With this Knight of Pentacles, I do feel like there was a little bit of like, Rihanna had to take a step back for a second and kind of think and be like, okay, how can I deliver this? Because I do feel like this was very charged. So I don't want to say she had to move slow, but I feel like this happened sometime after she had to think through not only what she was about to do, but how she was about to do it. Because I feel like what did she want to say? What did Rihanna want to say to Ari? With this 3 of Cups in reverse, what did she want to say to Ari? Look at this, y'all. With the 3 of Cups in reverse and the 5 of Swords, I just heard off the streets. I feel like maybe if there wasn't this line of professionalism that Rihanna had, I genuinely think she was about this close to really offing the handle on her, and she had to get herself together and be like, you know what, let me, you know, I know what I'm about to do, but I need to cool down a little bit. Because I really feel like she wanted to give her the sword. Like, she wanted to, like, literally cut her. Well, how it's coming through is cut her, like, okay, we just gonna cut her. Without an explanation, without a this, without a that, just cut her. Like, but I think Rihanna knew, like, this needed to be handled a certain way. So let me see. I have some other questions. Okay. Anything else that we need to know about Rihanna and how she felt about this in regards to the Fenty and the thing with Ari? Anything else that we need to know moving forward? The Queen of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups in reverse, and the Six of Pentacles. I feel like, why the Seven of Pentacles? The Four of Wands. Will Rihanna be like cordial with Ari after this? I don't know why I just heard I'm waiting for this person to like apologize. The Fool card. Is Rihanna gonna... So this is the thing. Because at first I'm like, is Rihanna gonna be like cool with her? I feel like at a point in time, and I may be wrong, I feel like someone's gonna try to extend the olive branch, but it's gonna be denied, okay? There's an energy of someone wanting to do that, and I feel like that might be Ari to Rihanna, but I don't feel like it's gonna happen. With this Queen of Cups and this Seven of Pentacles and this Four of Wands, that's a weird energy. Can you tell me what's going on here with this Four of Wands? Judgment. The Emperor. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say, the best way I could say this is like, I'm not gonna say Ari's gonna kiss Rihanna's ass or nothing like that. I don't wanna say it like that, but it is kind of coming up like that. I just feel like everybody's gonna go as normal with, you know, what they have going on. I do feel like this is like some lingering energy on like, why would she do that? Like, why did Ari do that? Or like, why did she put me in this position to have to cut her? But with this Queen of Cups, I do feel like there's a possibility that they may communicate offline and come to some type of cordial understanding. But whether this will be displayed to the public, I don't think so, because I feel like it's like something that could really ruin the brand. Like, it's like, we're cordial, there's no beef, but you can't speak to me, or like we can't associate on the outside, or like there's no hard feelings, you know. I don't know. Like, let me see. I got one more question. Like, did Rihanna, like, how did Rihanna feel about what she said overall though? The King of Cups in reverse, I think it was kind of not shocking, but it was just like, what the fuck? Like, and it's so crazy because the way this is coming out with this Queen of Swords and this Page of Cups, I'm not gonna lie, and I want to caution myself as I say this, because obviously there's a no tolerance for the DV, you know what I'm saying? But you know how, like, how I am, like how, although, because let me say it like this, there was someone that I knew and got to know, and they were very nice and friendly, and I really liked their energy, but guess what I found out? That they were actually not a victim of SA, but they did the SA. You know, that was like hard for me to come to terms with, but I felt their energy, and I knew that where they were at now, I'm like, this is someone who I feel like is trying to change, and you know, I have to have compassion. So like, or at least I want to have compassion. So it's almost one of those energies where it's like, I think Rihanna is at a more mature level where she can kind of see that this person, Ari, is pretty toxic. It's almost like this person is stuck in a certain way of thinking, and with some people you just can't, you know, it is what it is, that's how they think. So with this Ace of Cups and this King of Cups, I feel like there was something that happened here where I don't want to feel like it was an apology. Like, I think Rihanna kind of came to this point where she's like, okay, look, you can have this, but we can't do this. Like, there was something that happened offline, but there's something weird here, because at first I feel like there was an energy of like Rihanna having compassion. I'm not saying that she liked what she said at all, because she was pissed, but I think she kind of understands that, like, I don't want to say that she knows like Ari is kind of childish. Let me see. Why the Ace of Cups? Ari might have tried to like keep this deal. You might not know about that. Five of Pentacles. Yeah. I see where someone, this was very unexpected. I see where someone was trying to keep it and maybe trying to like work something behind closed doors, or maybe, I don't know. There's something that we don't know about. That's what I will say that happened behind closed doors, and I think Rihanna just wasn't having it. And I don't think she wanted to do this. Like, I think she knew she had to do this, but I don't think she thought that this would happen with Ari. So it's kind of like not only is it disappointing, but it's just like, wow, like, and I genuinely think that Rihanna is also, you know, because yeah, this gives her publicity, and yeah, this makes her look good because, you know, she stood her ground. and there's respect there, but I don't think she is happy about this publicity. Like, I don't think this is one of those things where she could be like, oh, you know, all publicity is good publicity. I think she's really like disturbed that this happened. You know what I mean? Like, why did you put me in that position? Let me see who else I'm gonna pull on. I'm gonna pull on that lady. Okay, so Don't Call Me White Girl, like, what, how does she feel about it? How does she genuinely feel about what Ari said? Because her platform is probably getting more publicity if you really think about it. So something good might have, you know, I don't know, came out of it for her, but I guess, let's see. It's just crazy how life works, because one very detrimental thing from one person could benefit somebody else in some type of way. I mean, look what happened with Rihanna and this and that. Not saying that this was okay, but it's just crazy how life works. How does Don't Call Me White Girl feel about the situation with Ari? How does she feel about the situation with Ari? How does she feel about what Ari said? Don't Call Me White Girl. How does she feel about what Ari said? This is a very, I'm gonna mind my own business. I don't even, oh Lord. How does she feel about what Ari said? We have the Three of Pentacles. We do have the Two of Cups, and we have the Page of Wands. What were her views about what Ari said? I feel like she had like a conversation with her, or they've like had somewhat of a powwow about this. How does she feel? It's like her feelings I'm not really getting. It's almost giving me like I want to stay out of it type of energy. They might have talked offline, but it's kind of hidden. Let me see. The Four of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. I really think the Don't Call Me White Girl, I feel like it's not so much of, hey friend, I want to tell you you're not wrong, or hey friend, I want to tell you you're wrong. I feel like she's just trying to be there for her as a friend. And if they even really that cool, it's like I'm gonna support you, because I see the Knight of Cups here, and just all types of like, you know, supportive energy, like I'm here if you want to talk. But with the Three of Pentacles being in reverse, I don't like that. We could say like I don't want to collaborate. I don't know, I just feel like there's an energy here. She might be getting a little bit of backlash from this. I don't know, I gotta see what her statement was after she said that. But it's almost like, it's like everybody's not really liking the publicity. It's like, yeah, I'm getting more publicity, but it's like, So I feel like she's being cautious with Ari. I'm not saying that she's not gonna hang around her, nothing like that. But it's almost like everybody's trying to protect their brand. And I feel like she's gonna be there for her and communicate with Ari, obviously, because there's, you know, no reason for her not to. But it's like she's not trying to get involved in the right, the wrongs, or Rihanna shouldn't have done this, or she's trying to stay out of that, okay? Because she has her own stuff going on, and she doesn't want to get caught up in like the mix of it all. You get what I'm saying? Because, you know, she could, that's the only thing, when you have stuff like this, if she, let's say if she was to make a statement, if someone was to ask, Don't Call Me White Girl, like, how did you feel about what Ari said, instantly, you get what I'm saying? Like, that could ruin some stuff for her, because everybody's so interconnected. So it's just one of those things. So let's see what else. Anything else about Ari's feelings, or just what's happening here? Anything else? Any other insight? We do have suffering in silence. I'm telling you guys, that's what it's giving. So if that pride is gonna eat her alive, bro, and you know it might need to. Let's see, anything else for this situation? There's a lot of that. Everybody's trying to like, there's a lot of suffering in silence on everyone's end. I feel like everybody's trying to keep it professional, but there's a lot of like, what the fuck type of energy. We also have spiritual strength. So whatever this is that happened is meant to happen for Ari. I don't know what it's supposed to transform, but there's a lot of major arcana coming out. So this is going to be a wake-up call for her, okay? But I'll let that be her business and let God, you know, talk to her about that. We do have 9-9, so 999. We have courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. She's going to have to be forced to face this. We have worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. So yeah, it's almost like she has to like go into this mode of being her own cheerleader. But I do feel like this is a hard lesson that she had to have. Look at Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. And I think that's what the main thing is for all of us. Everybody is on a different journey. And when we look at it like that, we can kind of like have compassion for her. I'm not saying don't hold her accountable, but a lot of people think like that. So instead of just going in on her, we need to go in on a lot of people. But I also feel like that's just the moral of the story. It's like, okay, I can understand. I don't agree, but I understand that she literally is that type of person that is in that space. That's who she is. That's how she thinks. I can respect that, but that does not mean I have to deal with her or be a part of this. But I do see this progressing further. Let's see, any other future events that we could see coming from this? Any other future events that we could possibly see coming from this situation? We have the Empress. Any other future events coming from this situation. Page of Wands. I feel like this actually is going to open the door, wow, for Rihanna and the other person. The other individual, don't call me white girl. It seems like there's going to be some opportunities that open up for them from this. Why this King of Pentacles in reverse, Eight of Cups, and ooh, why the King of Pentacles in reverse? Ooh, hold up. Who is this? Y'all know what's so crazy? The thing about this, and I'm not gonna speak it into, I'm gonna try not to speak into existence because I'm saying it so it's being spoke out. But if this is not meant, I just want to tell y'all, this is the thing about when you fuck with someone and y'all both in the spotlight. When it comes to Rihanna and the Don't Call Me White Girl, if they play their cards right, well, Rihanna, I feel like is going to get some new opportunities for something because it's almost like people are glad that she stood up. But the thing about this, I think it's Moneybagg Yo. He could possibly lose out on an opportunity. He might not even be aware of this opportunity, but it's almost like he's going to receive some backlash because of this. And it might kind of affect him a little bit. It's like affecting his image a little bit. I don't know if people are going to start asking him questions like, do you be hitting her? I don't know what's going on, but it's like there's some negative effects that are trickling into their relationship or trickling into the people that are associated with Ari, like pro Ari, okay? So yes, you guys, that was our spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down below in the comments.